Hello and welcome. I hope you are all having a good holiday season so far. For today's video, I wanted to actually talk about semi-annual sale. I'm hoping that this video helps provide you with some information and tips and tricks of just kind of what to expect at any semi-annual sale at Bath & Body Works. If you've never been to my channel before, then welcome. My name is Melissa. I used to be a part-time manager at a Bath & Body Works for about 6 years, and now I'm here on YouTube making, of course, Bath & Body Works related content. So if that interests you, then make sure you subscribe to my channel down below. So what is the semi-annual sale? This is a big clearance sale that Bath & Body Works hosts twice a year. They do one in the winter and one in the summer. Usually about June is when the other one starts. And these are the two times of the year that Bath & Body Works takes advantage of having a big sale to be able to clean out their back rooms and clean out their sales floor of all of the products from the year and make room for all of the brand new products that they're expecting to bring out for the coming year. So it's pretty much like Bath & Body Works having a big declutter sale. So the one that happens in the winter, which is the one that's coming up pretty soon, it starts the day after Christmas, so December 26th, and it usually runs as long as supplies can last. Usually it runs anywhere between 2 to 4 weeks, just depending on availability of products. I don't have a specific end date at this time, but also if you ever get little coupon mailer pamphlets, you can about assume that the day that your semi-annual sale coupon expires is the last day they plan on it officially being semi-annual sale. This is kind of a sale that depends on availability and location of products, so not every store is going to be exactly the same, and the products and sale prices are not going to be the same from online versus in stores as well. So it all just kind of depends. It's pretty much like a big free-for-all treasure hunt in every store. So if you have multiple stores to shop to, it definitely is worth it to go to multiple stores, or if you have one store, to keep going back because they always have markdowns and new items added to the floor. So it's one of those types of sales where you never exactly know what to expect. But what helps me and what I kind of keep in my mind is that there are going to be 4 categories of product types that you will see at the sale. The first and most obvious type is going to be the clearanced items. So for this coming sale, the winter one, and for all winter ones in the future, this is mainly their time to clearance out the Christmas products. So everything that you're seeing in stores right now that has any form of holiday or Christmas packaging is going to be clearance at semi-annual sale. Besides Christmas products, they also retire signature collection fragrances at this time. So that includes things from the faceted collection. They'll often retire some of those and put those on clearance. And they'll take anywhere between 1 to 5 different fragrances from the signature collection, like the ones that are like Dream Bright, Luminous, Pure Wonder, Thousand Wishes, At the Beach, like all of those kind of regular body care scents that they usually have on the floor at all time. They'll kind of analyze those and maybe retire a couple of those, and those will go clearance as well. Sometimes that means that after the semi-annual sale, that fragrance no longer will be available for purchase. And then other times it just means that they're going to repackage it and bring it out later in the year. So you may end up seeing it again in a new bottle. The second category of products that you often will see at semi-annual sale is boxed up items. Boxed up product is going to be anything that they have removed from the sales floor earlier this year from previous floor sets, and they've boxed it up and stored it in their back rooms or offsite. And as product starts to sell through and they start to run out of the clearance items that are already on the sales floor, they will start to bust out these boxes and push them onto the floor as well so they can clean out their back rooms. So sometimes what will happen is if they had like leftover Halloween items or fall items from this previous season, or sometimes even Easter or just previous summer collections from last summer semi-annual sale, sometimes you will be able to get to see these products again at a clearance price. Usually the deal with boxed up items is this is their last chance for them to be sold, and otherwise if they don't sell at the semi-annual sale, they will turn into what we call MOS, which is marked out of the system. And then what happens to those items is the employees will host a sale for themselves only, where they kind of do like a grab bag situation, but pretty much it's their last chance. So if you ever see boxed up items on the sales floor, just know that that is your last chance to get those products. So definitely prioritize grabbing some of those if you see them. The third category of products that you might see at your semi-annual sale is what we call bought for sale. So bought for sale is brand new shipment that the company sends to stores, and they usually are themed collections. Sometimes they are also retired fragrances that they are bringing back specifically just for the semi-annual sale. These are the items that are supposed to kind of pique the interest of people who are maybe already caught up on all of the Christmas floor set or the previous seasons. These collections are mainly what bring in the customers who are usual shoppers, people like me, or probably you watching this video if you're a Bath & Body Works fan. It's usually these collections lines that we kind of have our eye on and are waiting to go at the lowest clearance price so that we can try some of the new fragrances. For this post-Christmas semi-annual sale, I think some of the bought for sale collections for body care specifically are like that celestial packaging. Last year, I think they're going to be doing a bought for sale collection that's similar to that, if not exactly the same. They also had, I think it was a summer into fall collection that was something to do with meadows. I think it had denim and daisies in it. So I think that collection is also going to be a bought for sale collection for this coming semi-annual sale. It's still a little early and I don't know all of the details at the time of filming this, but just know that there is going to be some specific collections that come out just for this semi-annual sale. Oftentimes they include retired scents. Usually what happens with those fragrances is they bring them out and they start off at somewhere like 50% off. And then as the sale progresses or it starts to get close to the end of the clearance sale, they will often mark it down maybe to 75% or $3.95 a piece or something like that. So starts at 50, gets marked down towards the end. And then the last category of products that you might see at semi-annual sale are the brand new Spring 1 Floor Set scents. These are going to be the collections that carry us from semi-annual sale into the new Spring 1 Floor Set. And usually these fragrances, even though they are brand new, they will not be on clearance. They will just be full price or maybe buy 3 get 3 free or something that's kind of a normal sale, if anything. If I'm looking for deals, these are the fragrances I usually avoid buying and I just wait for them to go clearance later in the spring. I think the number one most important tip I can give someone looking for the best deal at semi-annual sale is to only shop 75% off if you can. Sometimes you have to pick and choose the right choice for you. If there is a fragrance you really want or you really need, but there isn't a huge abundance of it in stock, you only see a couple of it left and it's still on the 50% off or maybe the $8 mark or something like that. Sometimes you just kind of have to take that leap of faith and decide if that scent is worth to buy it at that price. But if you're like me and you kind of have a full collection and you're mainly just looking for deals, definitely just buy 75% off. With that being said, it is definitely helpful to kind of know your store layout and what to expect beforehand. Although I have a little bit of a smaller size store, I do know that most stores follow this kind of layout situation where the front table and the 2 flanking front tables are usually where the best deals are at. Usually this is where they will put the 75% off or the $3 body care items. So you definitely will want to spend most of your time at the 3 front tables. Older stores also tend to have an octagon table. Usually my store prioritizes putting lots of sale products on the octagon table as well. That's usually located right in the middle of the store. But here is an important pro tip for you if you are looking for 75% off, especially 75% off candles. Find out when your store location is opening and be there right at open. And then what you're going to do is maybe take a little quick peek at the front 3 tables, but what I advise you do is actually make a lap around the store before you start picking out items into your bag. Get an idea of all of the things that are around in the store, because sometimes what happens, at least in my store, is we have these portable rolling carts, and oftentimes they will push a rolling cart of 75% off candles towards the back of the store near the cash wrap or maybe where the lineup is where customers can line up to pay. They often will have a rolling cart of 75% off gift sets or candles. Get your bearings first, make a lap around the store and kind of get an idea of where everything is before you start digging through bins and adding to your bag. And then the last topic I want to cover is markdowns. So markdowns is a huge part of the semi-annual sale at Bath & Body Works, and I might have mentioned it a little bit earlier in this video. Since the point of the sale is to clean out their back room, clean out their sales floor, and just kind of have a fresh start, their goal is to push this product out the door. So what's going to happen is if items aren't selling or if there's an abundance of collections, what happens is the company will send visual updates at the end of the night, and it will give them instruction to mark down certain sale prices. This mainly happens in the body care and the hand soaps, where if something is at a 50% off, it often will get marked down to $3.95 a piece, or maybe it will finally go to 75% off. Usually 75% off at Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale is final price. I've never really seen anything go lower than 75% off. So that is why I advise avoiding 50% off and opting for 75% off products, because oftentimes those 50% offs will turn into 75% offs later in the sale. Another really important thing to remember is when you make your purchase, make sure you get your receipt printed so that way you can keep nice and organized. If products that you have purchased have been marked down within 14 days of your purchase, you can actually take your receipt and they will give you a price adjustment one time. So it's important to watch that calendar, and before 14 days is up, if anything that you have purchased gets marked down, to take your receipt back in and get your price adjustment. I know this is brief and this doesn't cover every single topic regarding semi-annual sale that there is to discuss. So what I will do is I will leave a link above in the cards section to a previous semi-annual sale Q&A video that I have created in case you have further questions or need some more info or tips. And I will open up the comments section right now. Leave me a question down below if you have anything you need to know for this coming semi-annual sale that happens right after Christmas. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.